Thank you so much for attending the Courage to Heal Summit. This has been absolutely amazing. The speakers are so powerful and the strategies are so amazing. Something for you to walk away with and use in everyday life. I want to introduce you to our next speaker, Victoria Gurr. Victoria, I'm going to let you take it over here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Victoria Gurr, CEO and founder of Girl Power Coaching, public speaker, and published author. And it is an honor to be here today. I'm going to be guiding you through some tools to learn how to create safety in the body. But before we dive in, I want to explain to you why this means the most to me and why my passion is helping other people heal from trauma. At the age of 15, my innocence was stolen from me by a traumatic experience. And not only was it stolen from me, but I was blamed for what had happened. I internalized that blame and abandoned myself. I no longer loved myself or trusted that I would keep myself safe. I people pleased my way through life, depleting everything I had to give. I would give relentlessly, hoping for that moment of being chosen, of being needed. And because of this, I was driven into the arms of not just one, but two narcissistic partners. My first marriage was like a Lifetime movie. It was full of betrayal, lies, and it went so far as I left my entire family, abandoned my life, and went on the run to Costa Rica with him because I was determined to save my marriage. I thought that I could find my happiness once I found my person. But here's what I learned. No one is supposed to hold the weight of your happiness. The happiness is only what you can find from within. So if you put your happiness in someone else's hands, they're going to fail you because it starts with intention, with being grateful for where you are right now, for who you are, and knowing that God created you perfectly in his image. It took God's divine intervention and the U.S. Marshals banging on my parents' door for me to find my way home. And you would think that would be enough to move me to be inspired to go inward and focus on my healing. But I wasn't ready. I pushed it to the back of my mind, tried to pretend that it didn't happen. And this led me into my second marriage with a covert narcissist. Yes, narcissists come in many shapes and sizes. And here's the thing. If you don't heal and you don't work on yourself, you're going to attract the same kind of partners. It's the same problem, just in a different body. After we got married, things changed drastically, and I became his punching bag for whatever he was dealing with in life. Towards the end of our marriage, things became so bleak for me. I started having suicidal ideations. And it wasn't because I wanted to end my life. I just couldn't continue living life like this. So God finally inspired me and he spoke to me and said, Victoria, enough is enough. Put your faith in yourself. Put yourself first and end this marriage. So I did. And I went within and I started my healing journey. And I connected with my own beautiful guide and healer. And through that, I learned how to feel safe in my body again, how to release trauma from the body because your body does hold on to trauma, and how to shift my mindset to a place of lasting peace. And now I flow through each of my day with grace and peace and do not let anything knock me out of peace. And you can have the same thing. The tools that I'm about to share with you didn't just change my life. They help my clients every day move from survival to lasting peace. And that's what I want to give you today. Not theories, but tools that you can feel. All right, bear with me while I share my screen. In the next 10 minutes, we are going to go through 3 practices. Nothing here requires you to relive your trauma. Everything here invites your body to soften and release the past. Why creating safety in the body is essential for trauma survivors. Trauma As a trauma survivor, your body learns something your mind didn't choose. It learned that the world changed in an instant, that safety could disappear without warning, that staying alert and tense and ready was the way to survive. So your nervous system adapted, not because you were weak, but because you were brilliantly resilient. The body remembers what the mind may try to forget. Trauma is not just a memory, it's a state. Trauma isn't just stored in your story, it lives in the body as shallow breath, tight shoulders, clenched jaw, racing heart, constant scanning for danger. This is the body staying in survival mode long after the threat is no longer present. You can understand your trauma perfectly and it still be trapped in the body because your body hasn't learned that this moment is different, that it's safe. To create lasting peace and safety in the body, we have to go into our parasympathetic nervous system. And I'm going to break down the difference between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. An easy way to remember is the sympathetic is survival and parasympathetic is safety. Here's the thing, your body will react to the moment before your mind has time to process, sending you into your sympathetic nervous system, or it is commonly known as fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. This system exists to protect you from danger. Look at the difference between the parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system is when your body is relaxed and doesn't feel danger. Here's the key. Your body doesn't know the difference between being chased by a lion and by you rushing through your morning routine, trying to eat on the go, and pushing through exhaustion. To your nervous system, to the body, stress is stress. So your digestion slows, breathing becomes shallow, muscles tense. The body prioritizes survival over nourishment, rest, and connection. The parasympathetic nervous system is your state of safety, where your body is allowed to relax, digest, sleep deeply, feel present, connect with others, and access your intuition, that gut instinct, and to have peace. The system activates only when the body receives the signal, I am safe now. Notice when you're in your parasympathetic or your sympathetic nervous system, everything lives in your head and in the body and the spine. Where in your parasympathetic nervous system, everything is released and flowing with ease. This is your body in safety. Trauma lives in the nervous system, not in a story or an experience. So we start with breath. When you feel triggered, take a moment to pause and focus on the breath. When you're in life and you're triggered, I invite you to do this 5 to 8 times. For now, we're going to do 2 rounds of inhaling for 5, holding for 5, and exhaling for 7, and then we're going to add in another element. So I invite you to get comfy, put your feet on the ground, get you nice and grounded, get the body relaxed, and if it feels safe, close your eyes. If not, that's okay. Just soften your gaze. I invite you to put a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly and take a big, beautiful, deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the bottom of the breath, take a big, beautiful inhale in for 5, 4. Let your body soften and your belly expand. 2, 1. Holding for 5, 4, Allow your body to receive the message that I am safe. And exhale for 7, 6. Allow the body to soften, the jaw to unclench, your nervous system to relax. And empty. This breath tells the body the danger has passed and it is now safe. And when the body feels safe, the mind follows. Now, for this next round, we're going to inhale for 5 and internally say, I am safe, I am strong, I am perfectly made in God's image. So deep breath in, everyone. I am safe, I am strong, I am perfectly made in God's image. Now, holding the breath at the top, I want you to imagine golden light filling the body, starting at the crown of the head and slowly down into the neck, into the shoulders, relaxing the muscles down the back, into the hips, down the arms, softening the body, through the legs, and down into your feet, grounding you in this moment with love and peace. And when you're ready, exhale all that no longer serves, the doubt, the fear, the heaviness. Now at the top, take another big, beautiful breath in, but this time I invite you to say a loving I am statement. I am. Now hold the breath at the top, imagining that golden light filling your body slowly from crown to feet, relaxing the body, creating a loving, peaceful environment. And when you're ready, really exhale, emptying out the breath, releasing all that no longer serves. All right, we're going to do one more round with that loving I am statement. Big, beautiful, deep breath through the nose. Saying that loving I am statement internally, holding the breath at the top, filling the body with that beautiful golden light with peace and love. And when you're ready, exhale. All that no longer serves. Really empty out that breath. And when you're ready, open those beautiful eyes and take a moment to notice, how do you feel? To fully embody the peace and safety we just created, I invite you to say the following affirmation out loud. Get off mute, repeat after me. I am here in this moment.
I am
I am
here in
here
this
in this
moment.
moment.
My body is safe now.
My
My
body
body
is
is
safe
safe
now.
now.
I am grounded, supported, and whole.
I
I
am
am
grounded,
grounded, supported,
supported,
and
and
whole.
whole.
You are reclaiming your peace by letting your body lead.
You are
Now, sorry, guys. So now we're going to teach you a new tool, grounding through the 5 senses. When we're triggered, the body doesn't recognize time the way the mind does. It believes the past is happening right now, that the danger is present. A sound, a tone, a look, a sensation, and suddenly the nervous system is pulled out of the present moment and back into survival. The body braces, the breath shortens, the mind races. Grounding through the senses gently brings the nervous system back to the present. It reminds the body what is real, what is safe, what is happening now. By anchoring into the senses, we interrupt the fear, we calm the body, and we create space for peace to return. This is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding. Triggers can collapse time, where grounding brings you back to the present. This practice brings the body out of survival and back into safety in the present moment. You start with 5 things you can see. I invite you to let your eyes softly land around the room. Notice the shapes, colors, lights, shadows. There is nothing you need to change here. Just notice what is here. What do you see? 4 things you can feel: the ground beneath you, the chair holding you, the weight of your hands. Maybe it is the texture of your clothes against your skin or a soft, cozy blanket. What do you feel? 3 things you can hear. Listen for near sounds, for distant sounds, even the quiet ones. The sound will bring you back into the room. 2 things you can smell. Is there a scent in the air? Something sweet, something earthy, something familiar? If not, simply focus on the sensation of breathing in through the nose. And 1 thing you can taste. Is it salty? Is it sweet? What is lingering on the tongue? Or just focus on the sensation of the tongue resting, your jaw softening. The reason this works is because the practice interrupts panic, disassociation, and spiraling, because the body understands an experience, not an explanation. When you can name the things that you can see, feel, hear, smell, and taste, you're giving your nervous system new information. I am here. I am not where I was then. This environment is safe. Your senses create the proof you are in the present moment. Trauma pulls awareness inward and backward. Grounding gently moves awareness out of the memory, out of hypervigilance, and into the present moment. Each sense brings your body out of alarm and into orientation. You are not forcing calm, you are guiding yourself to safety. Safety is not a thought, it is a physiological state. And as your senses engage, your breath will naturally slow, your muscles will soften, the heart rate steadies, the nervous system stands down. The body receives the message. This moment is different. This moment is safe. Grounding doesn't erase what happened to you, but it does remind the body you survived, you are here, you are not alone, you are no longer trapped in the past, and from that place of healing becomes possible. After everything that I've survived, I promised myself I'd build a life that feels like mine, peaceful, warm, and honest. And you deserve that too. The next tool I'm going to teach you is a mindset shift, where we go from survival to peace. The survival thoughts aren't wrong, but they no longer serve who that you are today. I invite you to look within with compassion, love, and without judgment as we dive deeper into shifting from survival to peace. Notice a thought your survival mode will use often. I have to do everything myself. I can't relax. I'm not safe. I don't deserve love. I'm not worthy. I'm broken. I can't trust others. Now, I invite you to take back that moment by placing your hand on your heart, or both if it feels good. Repeat after me, boldly and with confidence. This thought came from a version of me who protected me. I honor them. I am no longer that person, and I choose a life of peace. When you are triggered and your mind starts to spiral, these thoughts are going to instantly come into mind. But when you purposely focus and shift in the moment, that is where real change happens. That's where you start rewriting your story. So when those feelings are coming through and you're starting to spiral, I want you to focus on a loving, peaceful statement. Some are, I am safe in my body right now. Nothing is chasing me anymore. My body is allowed to soften and rest. Peace is where I live now. I am worthy. I am perfect as I am. I have all the love that I need within. And now I invite you to close your eyes and go inward. We're going to do a little visualization. I want you to envision the survival version of you. This version is frazzled, exhausted, depleted. Now I want you to see the fully peaceful, embodied, empowered version of you stand beside the survival version. The version of you that is empowered embraces the survival version and tells them it's okay, that they no longer have to lead. And in that moment, the survival version of you takes a step back. And the grounded, regulated version of you steps forward. This is the version of you who now leads. You are now the person your soul once remembers. Say internally, I am whole. I am safe. I am home. And when you're ready, open those eyes. Before you leave today, I want to offer you a next sacred step. When the conference ends and the noise fades, I invite you to choose you, to put away all the distractions and to go inward. Find a cozy, safe place, wrap yourself in comfort, pick up a pen and paper, and meet yourself there. We don't have time to go through these embodiment questions today, but I am going to upload a PDF into the comments so that way afterwards you can dive deeper. These reflection questions are not busy work, they're a bridge that goes from insight to integration, from survival to embodiment, from knowing to becoming. Give yourself the gift of finishing what we began today, because the grounded, regulated version of you doesn't live in your head. It lives in the body, in those quiet moments when you finally listen to within. And that version is waiting for you. All right, everyone. I invite everyone to stand, come off mute, put one hand on your heart and one hand on your body. We are going to reclaim our peace and our power in this moment. Repeat after me. I am exactly where I need to be.
I am exactly where I need to be.
I will receive all I need in God's divine timing.
I will receive all I need in God's divine timing.
I rise from the ashes of my past, unshaken and free.
I rise from the ashes of my past, unshaken and free.
I am worthy. I am whole. I am limitless.
I am worthy. I am whole. I am limitless.
Thank you for joining in.
Wow, that was powerful.
Thank you. And the work doesn't end here. Healing isn't something you do once. It's something you practice gently, consistently, and with support. And if something opened inside you today, that's your body remembering what peace feels like. And you don't have to walk this alone. On January 8th, Girl Power Hour launches. This is a sacred, trauma-informed space where women are guided bi-weekly through breathwork, grounding, nervous system regulations, and deep inner repatterning. It is your sanctuary, a safe place where the armor can fall off and your soul can finally breathe. This is your community to be seen, heard, and lifted up, to work through challenges in real time, and to celebrate every win along the way. Here you're held with compassion, witnessed without judgment, and poured into with love, guidance, and truth. And if you're ready to go deeper, I invite you to explore my Becoming Whole, Heal, Rise, Attract one-on-one coaching program. This isn't just surface level coaching. This is soul coaching, where survival stories are rewritten, peace becomes embodied, not just understood. Through personalized coaching, somatic breathwork, and soul-led healing, you'll reconnect to your inner truth, rewrite those old narratives, and embody the woman God created you to be. Together, we will move beyond awareness and into deep embodiment, cultivating peace, power, and purpose from within. If your body is saying yes, honor it, because that's the part of you that survived deserves more than just getting through the day. She deserves lasting peace. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your willingness to pause, even just for a moment, to breathe and return home to yourself. Thank you for trusting me, and more importantly, thank you for allowing yourself to soften, to listen, and to let your body remember safety again. God never gives us more than we can carry, not because the load is light, but because He knows the strength you have within. There's a purpose woven through every experience, even the ones that try to break you. As Isaiah 43:18-19 says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. No matter what you're going through, how heavy your circumstances feel, you are not powerless. Within you lives the capacity to choose again, to rise again, to begin again. Trust that God is still working in you and through you, even in this moment. No matter your story, your chapter, every scar, every triumph carries the power to awaken hope and light the way for others. And as you leave today, remember this: peace is not something you have to earn. It is something your body already knows and is always ready to return to. You are becoming, and nothing can stop what God is unfolding within you. Thank you.